Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I am finally doing a tour of my Sylvan Sanctum house here in House Flipper 2. I'll be totally honest, when I scaled this floor plan up, I actually made it about 3 times bigger than I originally planned. And at first I thought it was a huge mistake, but after spending my holiday staycation at home building it, I have completely fallen in love with how this house turned out. The name of it, the Sylvan Sanctum, fits the vibe I was going for. Kind of a lot of neutral, cozy tones, warm woods, creamy beiges, and touches of green, and of course, a little pop or two of my favorite purple. This ended up being one of my favorite floor plans I've made so far, and I'm excited to show you around. So here is the front of the house. I'm kind of pretend this is the driveway. I wish we could edit these fences in the sandbox lots. Wouldn't that be nice if you could just take out this fence? Anyways, either way, so as you come up, here's the front of the house. There's a garage. You can come in here, a couple different doors, and then I made a little walk up here. So it's just kind of a nice little pathway up to the front of the door. I also added a little fence opening here, so you can kind of pretend this would be another, access to the road and a way to the front door. So we can kind of come up here, and then there's just a little path over there to a little gazebo, and then a path around the other side of the house. So let's go in the front door, and just kind of walk in this way, and try and turn on some of these lights here so you can kind of. So here is the front entry, just a little decorative entryway. Added the little table. I wish we had a way to make kind of like flower arrangements in vases instead of just being able to add like one. At least in sandbox mode, you can kind of do the move tool and pop a few things in, but it would be really nice if there was a way to make kind of like I would imagine this would look better if it had a big grand flower arrangement on the table in the front, because that was kind of the view I was looking for. And then as you come in, here is the kind of big huge living room, kitchen, dining room, which, as I've said previously, I'm not a fan of the whole open concept living, but for some reason with this house I've really fallen in love with the floor plan in general, and I adore this house, and I would be a-okay with this open concept house. So just kind of a little walk through the living room, a couple couches, a couple chairs with some ottomans. Here's a little peek at the back of the house. That takes you to the master. And then here's a fireplace. And then there is a home office. And then there's a little kind of like a guest suite, mini suite down that way. And then there's a stair up with a little powder room. You can go into the kitchen here. Big, huge kitchen. This has like a lot of interesting, like utility space. We'll walk through it and I'll show you, but there's a lot of kind of functional spaces with this house. And then here is the dining room, big table. I think that's one of the new tables. I thought that looked really nice. Just kind of a nice big table. Like I said, I tried to use a lot of different wood tones throughout this house. And then there's a door out to the backyard. You can take a pop out there. So here's the backyard. I just gave really basic. I didn't do a whole lot with the outside of this house. I still struggle with doing the landscaping stuff, but just I added a little fire spot, and then a little spot with some chairs, and then there's a little tiny deck in the back, and then I added this kind of interesting spa installation, I guess you might call it, with kind of the trellis with the hanging vines. There's a little seat up here, and this is your hot tub, and a couple more seats, and just I thought this kind of made a nice little backyard, kind of a pretty little sanctum to hang out, entertain, and whatnot. And then we can take a short little walk to the side. You can see there is a fence over there. So that's all fenced in, and then yay, aren't we so happy that we got the gates, so you can actually open the doors. I think that is the best thing. I'm so happy that they put gates in, because it feels super awkward to have all these fences and no no gates. Right? Doesn't that feel strange? All right, well, now we have gates. Yay, gates. So we can kind of come in here and just go back in. And now there is a den off of this part of the house. So you can see just a nice little den. So this is kind of your TV room. That's why I didn't bother to put a TV in that area. I kind of figure that's more like, this is your formal entertaining, but also a nice spot to hang out. But then here is your, gathering room to sit and watch TV. I kind of made this interesting little built-in effect with the new fireplaces. I'm really liking the new fireplaces. And then just a big room to sit down and watch TV and hang out with the family. And there's a stereo, so you can like listen to some music. And then let's go see. Now, like I said, there's a bunch of these like utility spaces in this house, which was kind of an interesting, I don't know. I thought that was part of why I really liked this house, because I am all about storage and organization. So this is kind of what they listed as a prep kitchen. So kind of, I think, like an expanded butler's pantry. So this is kind of your, right off your kitchen. You've got a little sink that looks outside. And this is actual pantry shelves, although I imagine you could also have, food here. But then through this way, I did one of my little hidden sliding doors. So this is kind of a mud room, which has a laundry facility in it. I also added, I imagine this family has dogs, so I gave them a little dog wash. I haven't really seen too many of these, and I thought this would be kind of a cute little add-in to have. So Max and Buddy's Muddy Paws Dog Wash. And then here's your entry into the garage. And then there's also this through another one of these little pocket doors that I've done. An additional kind of utility closet, maybe expanded pantry. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like this is a good catch-all for whatever you might need back here. And then, you can just shut the door and not have to look at it. And then here is the door to the garage, big, huge garage. So you have a nice large garage with a couple cars. I put some bikes out here. I just kind of wanted to just showcase things. And then I added kind of a built-in workstation with a lot of little doodads and whatnots, and a nice little spot for all of your storage in the garage. And then here is your recycling. I don't know why I decided to add garbage cans, but I did. And then this is, I imagine, like your mechanicals room. So, you've got your AC, your boiler. Pretend that's a hot water, like a tankless water heater. Just pretend. And then your breaker box. So this is kind of a nice little utilities closet. And then there's just extra storage closet on this side that's under the stair that goes up. Just wanted to kind of use some of this space in an interesting way. And I don't know, I just thought this was kind of a nice garage, for even though garages are boring. And then there is a little side door. So if you come out this way, and there's our gate to the front, there's the garage, there's the front, and you have a nice little spot here. And then I imagine that this is kind of a little dog, like a little outdoor kennel space if they don't want to let the dogs run completely free in the garden, because sometimes dogs can be a little destructive if you don't want them digging holes in places you don't want them digging holes. Although, I don't know, I had a dog once when I was younger that was very, very good at getting out of the fence. He just dug his way right under. So, I don't know how useful this would be. People who own dogs, now you'll have to let me know. I'm more of a cat person these days, so it's been a long time since I've had a dog around. But let's go out this way. We'll go down into the office. The office is really cute. So I kind of went for this very neutral tone in the office. So you got just some, basic office type stuff. And then, I went for kind of animal prints in here. I'm sure you can tell, just to kind of keep a neutral feel. I just thought this would help to kind of, then there's a hall here that has just a door for closet storage. And then down this way, this is kind of a mini suite as you were. So it's got like an in-law suite kind of feel. So it's got like a little mini kitchenette. It's a very large guest room with a bed, a couple chairs. My favorite, the closets. I love me my closets. So I built a nice large closet for them with a lot of different storage spaces. And so I thought this turned out really nice. And then they have a couple sliding doors for theirs. And then there is a big guest suite bathroom. I thought this bathroom turned out really nice, kind of keeping to this green tone. So you have your double vanities, the toilet. And I kind of did one of these shower wet rooms with the little sunken tub inside, or not sunken, spa tub, right? It's like a little spa tub. But I thought this turned out like it's a rather nice bathroom. Like I wish my current home had a bathroom like this. It's definitely bigger than my current home's master bathroom. So, all right, so that's the kind of in-law suite, you know, which I think is a useful space. All right, and then we can go around this way to the master, and there's kind of like a little coffee bar situation here. I thought this was kind of a nice, you know, it also opens out to the backyard, so if you have people over and you're entertaining, they can come here and get bubbly beverages, or if you're getting up in the morning and you're a coffee drinker, you can come out here and get your coffee ready and maybe go sit out in the backyard or sit out here in this back area. I thought that was kind of pleasant. And then here is the master suite, which is a very large room. I really like how this turned out. This is actually like a red tone, but it reads as purple, right? So it's kind of this red pinky tone with the gray color scheme. But I thought it turned out really nice. It's like a rather nice bedroom, and got plenty of spots for sitting and watching TV. And then go out into its bathroom. So very nice large bathroom, double vanity. And then there's a little vanity sitting area to get ready in the morning. And then it has a kind of a large tub that I put in here. And then a large walk-in shower with, now I used some of these one-way windows, or, you know, the lockout light. I don't know, what do you want to call it? Thought that was kind of nice, a nice effect, so you can kind of not be actually seen from the outside. And then here is the little water closet. So you have a little toilet, the bathroom cat. Don't worry, a bathroom cat will be with you shortly, right? If anybody out there owns cats, you'll know how that is. They seem to think that they must be your sentinel when you go to the bathroom, or something will happen to you. And then this is one of my favorite things about this house. It's like one of my favorite closets I think that I've ever done. This is a ginormous master closet. So it has, you know, a nice little island section on both sides. So large, huge walk-in closet with the island, lots of different hanging and drawers and mirrors. And this is just the best closet. I wish I could have a closet like this. I think it's great. And then it has its own kind of private laundry room. So they have like a laundry utility room off the master bath that's kind of its own private space. And then I gave them kind of this big storage for like linens, and so I put those blankets and stuff up there, blankets, towels, and everything. And then this is the hidden door. Like, you can't tell, it's a hidden door. I thought that was kind of cute, a nice way to kind of use this space. So you have this, you know, hidden door. So it's kind of your own private laundry. And then let's go upstairs. There's one little quick visit. Here's a little powder room. So a nice little powder room, just a vanity and a toilet. Kind of a cutesy color in here. And then up the stairs. And then this is kind of the loft area up here. So you have kind of a nice little loft. There's a couple bedrooms, and then I made a gym up here. So nice big loft with a TV, another cute little built-in that I created. I thought this one turned out really nice. It's all about built-ins for this one, and then just a nice little loft, living room, family room, extra space. And then this also has a little linen closet up here in case you need to store things for the people up here. We'll go into this bedroom first. So I made this one up as if it were kind of a boy's room, kind of an older boy, maybe college kid into sports and stuff. Kind of this greeny teal cyan tone with the gray. So I thought this was a really nice large bedroom. And then of course I gave them a nice big closet with all the built-ins and stuff. You know me, obsessed with my closets. And then, you know, come out this way. And there is a shared bath for these two bedrooms up here, and also just the space up here. So little double vanities. I thought this little doggy was cute. And then the wolf selfie, isn't that cute? So just some extra storage and a little archway into where the toilet is. And then I did kind of the tub shower combo. But I thought this was kind of an interesting color, mixing the browns with the grays. I don't know, you'll have to tell me if you think it's kind of got a nice rustic feel. And then this bedroom, kind of a girly theme with a horse crazy girl, like I was when I was a kid. I really loved horses, and I really wanted a lot of horse things in my bedroom when I was a kid. So I had lots of murals of horses and stuff. And then I kind of mixed an orange and green color scheme in here, and then made the little built-in seating by the window. I thought that was kind of cute and fit nicely. And then they have a secret access to this place. Has a ginormous, like, I'm not kidding, ginormous amount of attic space, which really I could have added like a whole bunch more. Like, I could have added a whole lot more to this house if I, decided to use all of this space, but I was trying to kind of stick to the floor plan, even though I definitely, when I leveled it up, I made it way bigger than it should have been. I even have an extra area up here with storage, so, either way. This may not be that interesting, but I just figured for some reason I should at least make it look like it's a viable storage, future expansion space. And then the last but not least, the gym, which I had a lot of fun with making this gym. Kind of has a little kitchenette with some little coffee, some drinks, some water and whatnot. And then there is a sauna built into the gym, which I thought turned out really nice. I think the sauna looks really kind of nifty. So you have the sauna with big glass, you can see out into the gym, and then the whole gym with all the new stuff for the gym. I'm really happy they added new stuff for the gym. Kind of went for this black and white with a bunch of little pops of color in here. I think you can kind of get the vibe, right? But I thought the gym turned out really nice. So, I mean, that's kind of the house. I guess we can go walk around that one side out in the yard that we haven't seen. So the front door, you come out, a couple of seating areas, and you walk over here. There's just a little, I added a little gazebo with some trellises and a little spot to sit. I struggle with the exteriors. I struggle with the landscaping, but I just threw some basic stuff down. And here's that gate into the back on this side. So, that's the house. Like I said, for some reason, I just really fell in love with this floor plan. I love this house. A lot of storage, a lot of organization, a lot of spaces that I think could be, used well to keep from having a very cluttery looking home, which I like because my house currently is very cluttery looking. But anyways, that's kind of it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you inspired for some other stuff. Thanks and have a good day. Bye. Happy New Year.